Hey, everybody. Kevin J. Johnston here. It is Thursday, October the 19th, and we're going to be talking about dating advice. Once again, this is the Thursday night show that we thought we'd put together because so many people thought it wise to ask me for dating advice and relationship advice, and I'm only too happy to comply because answering questions is what I love to do. It is what I do. It's what I'll do forever. Don't forget, everybody, that you are absolutely welcome to send questions in. We're on Facebook, D Live, Rumble, and I don't know, Twitch, I think, some other stuff. We're all over the place. So anybody who wants to ask a question or be part of the show, shoot me a quick email, which is freedomreport.ca@gmail.com. In fact, that's the email address in the bottom right corner. You can send over your phone number if you want me to call, send over your email address, and I'll send you a link that you can come in, be on screen, and ask any and all questions that you have about dating advice and so on and so forth. Well, remember last week, everybody, how I asked all of you ladies out there if you wanted to get some advice on men to never go to women for that, go to men for that. Because ladies, whenever I want advice on how to handle a woman, especially one who's mad at me for I don't know what, we never know what, but I go to a woman to like ask how do I appease this? How do I stop this? If I go to guys and ask, you know what's going to happen. Get rid of the bitch, dump her. I don't need that nonsense. So I do not go to men for advice on how to handle women who are in some way, shape, or form upset with anything I've said or done, which I don't know, like seems to be all the time. I'm one of those guys that just can't quite figure out why. I think I'm doing my best, whatever it is, ladies. So let's talk about this. Melanie is going to be on in about 10 minutes time, maybe even less. And Melanie and I are going to go through first date questions that you should ask a man on a first date with a man if you are a woman, written by a man. Yeah, because I thought about what I would want to be asked if I was going to be asked anything on a first date. And nothing that we talked about last week that was in a woman's magazine written by a woman is anything I'd want to hear coming out of any woman's mouth on a first date. But first, before Melanie gets here, ladies, I got to clear some legends up, some things. We gotta really clarify for you lovely, lovely, beautiful women out there that you're still going to other women for advice, and you think that men think like you, and we do not. So a lot of ladies out there are actually avoiding the dating game deliberately because you have ideas in your head about what we think and what we want, and you're wrong. So let's clear and I'm not insulting you, by the way. It's okay to be wrong because you're here to learn. That's what this is all about. So 10 things women think men are looking for in women. I'm going to tell you what it is that you lovely ladies think. Then I'm going to tell you the truth. Let's start. Number 1, money. A lot of you ladies out there think that you have to have lots and lots and lots and lots of money in the bank and earn lots of money every week, or else we men will not be interested in you. Nothing could be further from the truth. How many times have you heard the statement that women date sideways and up and men date backwards and down? All right, what that means is men are okay with being the breadwinners, the wage earners. We're okay doing all of the hard work out there to make sure that we are the ones earning for you because Mother Nature dictates that to be the case. And that biology is not going to change anytime soon. So no, I'm just happy to know that a woman can pay her rent and feed herself. That's pretty much as far as it goes for me. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to have massive inheritances coming down the pike. None of that's my business, really. I want to be involved with someone who can pay their bills because that person is going to be able to converse with me because they're not stressing out about not paying their bills. But you certainly do not have to be a millionaire. You just do not. And for the average man, they feel exactly the same way. So it's not that men want to come in there and start giving you cash for your life. They just don't need you to be rich to be happy. So that's number 1. And I really don't know where that came from. But number 2 is many of you out there, you all believe that you've got to be the greatest, the most beautiful woman in the room, the most beautiful on the street, mirror, mirror on the wall, blah, 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 fairest one of them all. Well, no, No, you don't. You don't have to be a runway model. And the average guy doesn't want that anyway. What an average guy is looking for is a woman that he finds attractive. It doesn't matter what society says. It matters what he thinks. So if you are indeed a woman that he finds attractive, you're going to be just fine. All right. So you don't have to go and blow $900 on nails and $750 on hair and whatever you gals spend on these crazy things that most likely we're not going to pay attention to anyway. I mean, I learned, I guess, after, I don't know, 7 or 8 girlfriends, that you have to every single day. It's a stupid thing that we got to do. Shoes, nails, hair. If there's new shoes, you got to say, I love your shoes. I don't give a crap about your shoes. No man does, but we got to say it. Nails. I don't care what color your nails are. Look at mine. I've never painted my nails except for Halloween costumes. All right? Who cares about your nail? You do. And if we want to get laid as men, we have to look. Okay, nails. All right, same as yesterday. Don't have to compliment nails. And then hair. We love it when you tease your hair up, but I despise the idea that you're going to race out and blow a ton of money, 5 to 8 times the amount of money I spend on a haircut to get your hair done. And then you're going to stand there like this, waiting, thinking, what's the matter with her? Is she holding a golf ball in her ass? That's what men are going to think. But nope, you got to pay attention. Like, oh, she got her hair done. I love your hair. You look fantastic. It's an act. It's a game. But ladies, you don't have to do these things because we don't care. Hopefully that clears that up. Now, the whole thing of women believe that they have to be fixers. Right? This is point number 3. Fixers. You don't need to be auto mechanics. You don't need to be helicopter mechanics. You don't need to run power tool. This is not what men are looking for. I mean, if you can do it, that's a bonus, but it's not necessary. You don't have to be the ones to come in there and be able to fix absolutely everything that might be wrong with our apartments or yours, or our car or yours, or, Uncle John's boat or yours, or whoever's boat it is. We're not looking for women to fix our stuff. Men mostly are looking for a gal to spend time with him, who respects him, makes him feel good about himself, and of course is good in bed. I mean, that's men. But you don't need to be a fixer. So to recap the first 3, you don't got to be rich. You just don't. You don't need to blow a ton of money on these hair care products and these things at salons to get our attention. If we're attracted to you, you've already got it. And you don't need to fix anything of ours up, unless, of course, you really, really want to, and you've got the skill set to do so, in which case, have at her. But it's not what I put in my dating profile. I'm not looking for a fixer, looking for a partner. All right, there we go. Now, this other one, I think this is number 4. I think the feminists cooked this one up. I really don't think that the average lady out there ever decided for herself that this is what she wanted, or that men wanted in her. Physical strength. Like, why would I need to be involved with a woman who's stronger than I am? First off, it's not going to be possible. I'm an immensely strong guy. And there are a lot of guys out there, especially ones who are in construction or the trades for a living. They're incredibly strong guys. We don't need our women to be able to pick up 500 pounds or 9,000 pounds or even 190 pounds and carry it around. You just don't. And I get the fact, ladies, you're just not built for it, which is fine. We are. So you want something heavy moved, ask us. We'll do it. I don't think any man's dating profile out there says, in order for you to get some of this, you got to be able to lift more than me. You better be able to bench press more than me. That's never happened in the history of dating. I can't imagine it ever having happened. God, absolutely not. All right. And Brian's telling me if I want to pick up more chicks that I got to get a muscle shirt. We'll cover that when Melanie comes on. She'll be on in just a couple of minutes here. All right, Brian? So we'll see what the ladies have to say. Because, if we're talking about what women are attracted to, I'm not going to ask you. I'm going to ask the ladies out there. Number 5, hobbies. A lot of women out there believe that they have to have a ton of hobbies, or your hobbies have to match up or line up exactly with his hobbies. And that's not true. As men, we're happy that you have something that you like to do. That's something to occupy your time, because there are times that men, we just don't want to see you. And it's better that you have a hobby that you enjoy doing, so you can do that during those periods where we just don't want to see you. All right. So, and it's not that we don't love you. It's a matter of you just need a freaking break sometimes. So if you've got a hobby, great. It does not have to match up with your man's hobby. And a man is not going to stop dating you because your hobby is not exactly what his is. I mean, like, what if the guy's like a model train builder? I don't know any women that like that stuff. Right. Period. So you wouldn't have to build model trains or even like them to date me. I like them, but I really don't want them because they take up way too much room. Nonetheless, if you were to come to me saying that you are a fan of that, I mean, we're going to have just a little bit more in common, but it's not necessary at all. If you don't like football or hockey and he does, no one's saying that you have to go to the games. You don't have to watch the games. He's not going to hate you for it. He's not going to break up with you because you don't like football. If you want to spend time with him, grab a couple of beers and sit with him. You don't have to sit for the whole game. Give him 5 minutes of your time watching the game and just say, ooh, like, was that a field goal? Was that a touchdown? Maybe take an interest in the rules, but you don't have to, is my point. So a lot of you ladies sabotage yourselves in this dating and relationship game out there, believing that you know what's in our minds. And this is to clarify that you don't, but you will shortly. All right, here we go. Height. This one, wow, this one comes up all of the time. It's amazing, ladies, how when you just meet a guy, that all of you have already prejudged what you think he's looking at. If you are 5 feet tall and you're awesome, so what? It doesn't matter. No, the average, even a 6 foot tall guy is not going to look at a 5 foot tall woman he's attracted to and that he likes and say, yeah, too short, get lost. It's the women who say to men that you're too short, but it's not the guys that are saying that. And look, I have dated chicks that are over 6 feet tall. And yeah, it looks a little ridiculous, but it doesn't matter. It's palatable. At the time when I was dating them, the relationship was actually okay. So it's immaterial that she has 6 inches of height on me, and absolutely immaterial that she might be 6 inches shorter than me. Why do you ladies think that you know what we want? You don't. But now we're going to get some commentary because Melanie heard what I just said. Welcome back. Looking great as always.
Well, thanks.
All right. So you heard point number 5 there, Melanie, and I want to get your take on that. Why is it that women think, point number 6. Why is it that you women think that you know what we want and you haven't even asked us what we want? It's in your heads. I don't get it. Where does this crap come from? You're up.
Well, I think it comes from too much internet. If I'm being honest, stop reading trashy women's blogs. And I think it's wise to say, go to the source. Yeah, I can't even give you a better answer than that.
Yes. I mean, standing 5'6" myself, I would prefer my women to be shorter than me, not by much, but just a bit. But if some drop dead, gorgeous knockout that's got everything I ever wanted is 6'1", so be it.
You'd be like,
sorry, tall guys, I got her, you don't. Piss off. All right. So yeah, as men, we really don't look at that. It's not a deciding factor for us, but women think that it is, because I know that for women, it's a deciding factor.
That's what I was going to say. I think that's why they think it's important, because for us, sometimes height is important.
Yes, and I get asked that all the time. Women, when I talk to them on the phone, they love how well I speak on the phone. They love how entertaining I am on the phone. And then, oh, I forgot to ask. And they whisper it like this. How tall are you? I don't know why the volume has to change. And they're usually shocked at how quickly I answer. 5'6", done. I'm not going to and ah about it. 5'6", 5'6", 5'6", 5.5", 5'6". All right. All right. Number 7, ladies, a lot of you women out there who are wanting to get in the dating game or getting back into it or whatnot, you honestly think that we men care about your social standing. You think that we care. We're men. We don't care. So it doesn't matter if you're not famous. It doesn't matter if you're not a politician. It doesn't matter that you have absolutely no political influence or societal influence out there. We don't care. It doesn't matter what point in your career that you're in. It doesn't matter to us if everybody respects you at work or not. It certainly doesn't matter what education level that you have that might be superior to everybody else. That's irrelevant. Again, this is men we're talking about, ladies. So we don't care. What if you don't necessarily have to be drop dead gorgeous, but what if you are absolutely attractive? You share one hobby in common with me, and you're just really cool to be around, and the conversations are awesome. Who gives a crap about your social standing? I don't care what people think about me, and I'm a public figure. So Melanie, your thoughts.
Well, that's good to know. I think a lot of people try really hard to sell themselves and almost embellish to the point where you can't maintain that. So yeah, it's nice to know that women can just be themselves and be accepted by guys for that. So I hope they're listening, because I think that's good advice. Just
So it
chill
looks
out.
like Melanie just learned something, everybody. Yes, there we go. And gals, the reason I am saying this to you is because I've heard a lot of you out there talking about how difficult the dating game is. And it's difficult only because you've put these obstacles in your own way. You've put these ideas in your head, or feminists did, or Hollywood definitely did. And that crappy women's magazine Today, was that what it was called last week? Obviously, you've seen what kind of trash is out there that they want to sell you for $5, which is full of lies. And if you're listening to it, it's impeding your capacity to meet that special someone. Period.
Yeah, that's very possible. I will admit, though, that the dating scene is more quantity than quality at the moment. So you do have to sift through a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. There's a lot of quantity out there. And when you flip through any of the dating things out there, there's just choices. It's like going to a restaurant that's got 95 things on the menu, right?
Yeah.
You just don't know what to do.
95 mediocre things on the menu.
Precisely. An excellent point. Okay. Ladies, also out there, y'all think that men care about your past. That is a very big problem when you've got you thinking we care about your past. So we don't care that you stole cookies